Is this some kind of a joke? Is this funny to you? I mean, I can't hear you.
No,
You don't know?
no.
Signing your name like it's a penis? You don't know if that's, you can't figure out if that's funny, or you're just being, is it funny, or is it just anti-establishment? Is it anti-authority? It is, I hate the United States. I hate the courts. I hate everybody associated with courts in the United States. I mean, we got a lot of people like that now, right now, walking around in this country that
What looks like just another routine traffic docket is about to unravel into something far more revealing. In Judge McNally's courtroom today, we're watching a full cross-section of real life collide with the justice system. Teenagers barely stepping into adulthood, parents juggling responsibility and survival, and defendants standing on the edge of serious consequences. Some walk in prepared, accountable, and ready to move forward. Others, not so much. This docket becomes a live case study in how small choices, missed appointments, unpaid fines, careless decisions can snowball into probation violations, potential jail time, and moments that stop the entire courtroom cold. And just when you think you've seen it all, one bizarre letter, a shocking signature, and an explosive reaction from Judge McNally send this hearing in a direction no one expects. As you watch, ask yourself this: when should the court show mercy? And when does accountability have to take over? Because today's courtroom isn't just about traffic tickets or probation check-ins. It's about responsibility, second chances, and what happens when excuses finally run out.
Yeah, just turned 18.
when you're 50, you'll look like you're 30. Good for you. Tell me your name.
Andrew Davis Dombro.
All right, so let me see what they worked out with you here. All right, you're going to plead to impeding
Yeah,
to that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
All right. Are you in school?
Right now I'm in trades.
Good. You graduated high school, right?
Yep.
Good. What kind of trade?
HVAC.
Good.
Yep.
All right, and to the charge impeding, you plead responsible, true?
Yep.
The speed's dismissed, 150 is your total. I'll accept your plea to impeding. You can go right down the hall and take care of that. Good
I
luck.
appreciate that.
No problem. Have a good day.
Right out of the gate, Judge McNally sets the tone. Responsibility matters. This first exchange might seem quick, but it's a textbook example of how the system is supposed to work when someone does things the right way. The defendant owns the mistake, understands the plea, and follows the process. No excuses, no deflection. And because of that, the outcome stays controlled and predictable. Notice how Judge McNally isn't lecturing or escalating. He's efficient, fair, and focused on forward momentum. That's not accidental. Courts are designed to reward accountability, and this is what it looks like when someone comes prepared and respectful. Here's a question for you. Should first-time or low-level offenders always get this kind of break? Or does consistency matter more than compassion? Drop your thoughts below, because as we're about to see, not everyone who walks into this courtroom earns the same response.
Emily Lukowski. Emily Elizabeth Lukowski. 25T647084 A, B, and C. Your name?
Emily Witowski.
You paid the tickets on A and C? Why'd you do that?
I just wanted to get everything taken care of.
Well, you're a responsible one. Nice to see. Is that right, Lisa? She paid those tickets?
Yeah, she paid him online.
You have a valid license, and the prosecutor is going to allow you to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive with the suspend to be dismissed. True? And again, you've got a valid license now. True? If you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all of those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead to that, I'm going to dismiss the suspend. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand an advice or rights form here today?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? You still have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I will give you one. Do you want a lawyer? To charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Yep.
were you in control of a motor vehicle on November 13 of 25, a 2015 Dodge that was being operated on King near Vernon in the city of Trenton?
Yes.
And did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed?
Yes.
And that was you, right? Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it to allow unlicensed driver to drive. So you paid $215 on the cell phone and you paid $135 on the expired plate?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Well, good for you. How many kids?
I have 5.
5. Well, good for you. All right. What do you want to tell me? Anything else before I sentence? Anybody who has 5 kids deserves a gold star. I'll tell you what, you paid these other 2. I'm gonna go light on you. You all right with that, or do you want me to?
Appreciate it. You want later?
Yeah, I think it's fair. You paid those other tickets. 25 fines, 25 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 175 or 30 days. Okay? Can you pay that?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for being responsible. I don't see that a lot in here sometimes. Good luck. Good luck. Enjoy those children.
This moment highlights something critical about Judge McNally's courtroom. Context matters. Emily isn't just another name on a docket. She's a stay-at-home mother of 5 who already took responsibility by paying multiple tickets up front. And Judge McNally notices. Legally speaking, the penalties here could have been far harsher. Jail time was absolutely on the table. But instead, the judge uses discretion, weighing responsibility against punishment. This isn't favoritism, it's judicial judgment. Courts are allowed to consider life circumstances, especially when a defendant demonstrates effort and compliance. Still, it raises an important question. Should personal circumstances like family size influence sentencing? Or should the law apply the same way no matter what? Moments like this are where the justice system walks a fine line between fairness and flexibility.
Winkleman. Natalie Susan Winkleman, 25G306771. All right. Your name.
Natalie Winkelman?
All right. So you're going to plead to allow an unlicensed driver to drive, and they are going to dismiss the driving on an expired. True?
True.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, yes.
If you do that, this is a 0-point violation. That's why she's doing that. So it's punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all of those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Again, you have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer? All right. To the charge, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead? Were you in control of a 2010 Dodge that was being operated on the 15th of November of 25 on Jefferson near Woodruff in the city of Gibraltar at 4:39 p.m.?
Yes.
And you allowed somebody to drive that was unlicensed or at least had an expired license, and that was you, true?
True.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it. You got nothing else on your record. You had a citation back 6 years ago out of Florida. I don't think drive while expired is as bad for sure as it's been. But make sure you renew your tags every time, okay? Anything else? So this is a different reason why I'm doing this. 25 fines, 25 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 175 or 30 days. You got a valid license now, good record. You got all this to pay?
Yes, I do.
You can go down the hall and take care of that, okay?
Thank you.
Best of luck. Have a nice Christmas. Thank you. People against Moody. Marshawn Andre Moody. 25B1480928 and C. Good morning. Your name?
Marshawn Mooney.
All right. So you are charged with a violation of probation. It was an assault or assault and battery that I sent you on back in May. And there was another charge emanating from that incident that was for resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer that I sent you back on the same date, which was May the 24th of this year. Now I have in front of me, I'm gonna need two probation violation sheets. I've got, three counts. Count one is failure to attend your scheduled probation visit on November 17 at 25. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Count two alleges you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. This had to have a lot of restitution, balance owing $5,032. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, $5,032.06. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Count three is failure to provide proof of completing 8 hours community service by August the 15th of 25. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
You've got 4 prior technical violations. If you plead guilty to any one of these, or if are found guilty of any one of these, your probation could be revoked, height of status revoked, convictions entered, and you'd be subject to a 93-day jail term on the assault or assault and battery and 90-day jail term on the resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand it?
Yes, I
If
did.
you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we will not have a trial of any kind or a hearing of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You do have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one if you want one at public expense. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea. I'm going to give you a lawyer today. And then you're going to speak to the lawyer, and then you're going to come in here with your lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So again, not guilty pleas are entered on both of these. And again, you got to resist and obstruct where the conviction could enter, as well as the assault or assault and battery. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You can go out in the hall. Like I said, I'm entering not guilty pleas for you. And we'll see you back in here after you speak with your lawyer, and your lawyer will come in with you. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm gonna need another probation sheet on this. Okay. Mr. Gaith,
Yes, Judge.
you have 2 charges here. I'm told that
The first charge, Judge, I believe was eventually completed. Mr. Fernandez will plead guilty because it was not completed by October 7th, but it was eventually completed. I believe Ms. O'Donnell has the verification for that.
okay.
And then the second charge, Judge, we're going to plead not guilty. I actually spoke to the lady at the volunteer center, and she did provide proof that Mr. Fernandez did complete the 31 hours by the deadline of October 20th.
I know, but he had to provide us with proof.
And she was the one that said that she thought she'd already emailed it to Ms. O'Donnell, but she did not. But she did email it this morning with a verification.
Your name?
Doesn't put on behalf of probation.
All right.
I did get the proof running at community service hour this morning, and she did state that it was her fault. She didn't send it over. He completed it back in the.
All right. Sir, you're gonna move
I'll
to dismiss count 2, right?
Yes,
And he's gonna plead to count 1. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
If you plead guilty here, that would be another technical violation. That would be your second. You could get 10 days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty here, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we will not have a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You understand all your rights. To the charge that you failed to attend the domestic violence program on October 7th and 25, how do you plead?
Mr. Fernandez,
Let's count 1.
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend the domestic violence program on that day? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right. Plea is accepted to count one. Failure to attend the domestic violence program on October 7th. Count two is dismissed.
And this is where everything changes. What began as a procedural probation matter suddenly detonates into one of the most uncomfortable moments in the courtroom. Judge McNally isn't reacting theatrically. He's reacting as a judge confronted with what appears to be blatant disrespect for the court. The issue isn't just the bizarre signature or the strange language in the letter, it's what it represents. Courts rely on good faith participation. When that breaks down, trust erodes fast. Judge McNally's frustration is palpable because now he's questioning intent. Is this mockery, defiance, or something deeper? This is also where mental health enters the conversation. The judge pauses, reassesses, and digs deeper instead of immediately punishing. That restraint is significant. It shows the balance courts must strike between enforcing authority and recognizing underlying issues. Ask yourself, where should the line be drawn between explanation and excuse?
Is that people in the hallway or what is that?
Yes, I'm going to close the door, Judge. I apologize. 1 second.
No, you don't need to apologize. You're fine. You're fine.
Is that better?
I'm really concerned about this weird, sir.
Hey, real quick.
Hand those documents to me, please. I'm really concerned about what you're doing here. I can't make heads or tails. Did you see this stuff, Mr. Gaith?
Yes, Judge. I've seen the signature as well as read the email.
What? I mean, is there any explanation for this? How can that be deemed to be a signature? Are you kidding me? I write horrible.
Judge, I do have on the other document, there is proof of a signature he signed during the court that proves that he knows how to sign his name, that the signature does not look like that generally.
You just want to fight. You want to be, hang on.
I'm sorry.
He's already what?
He's already admitted in that letter. He understands what he did was wrong.
And then it was like illegal act inflicted upon America. What the heck? I don't get it. Is this some kind of a joke? Is this funny to you? I mean, I can't hear you.
No.
You don't know?
No.
Signing your name like it's a penis, you don't know if that's, you can't figure out if that's funny or you're just being, is it funny or is it just anti-establishment? Is it anti-authority? It is, I hate the United States. I hate the courts. I hate everybody associated with courts in the United States. I mean, we got a lot of people like that now, right now, walking around in this country that honestly, I don't know why they still choose to live here. I mean, everybody's got the right to express their ideas, and I'm a full believer in First Amendment rights, but a lot of angry people. I don't know why they're so angry. I mean, we don't get to live here for 8,000 years. We get 80, 90 if we're lucky, and to express anger like that. So I need to know what you're talking. I mean, I'm reading this and I'm kind of thinking this is bizarre.
Judge, I believe, if I may,
yeah, I want to hear. I need to hear.
When we originally had done Mr. Fernandez's sentencing, I believe he did express to the court that he did have some mental health issues and he was struggling with those issues, Judge.
Okay, let me look at something here. He didn't order. Yes, I did order a psychological evaluation. Do we have proof of that?
Yes.
And what did they say? He didn't need
He
treatment.
said he had major depressive disorder and had cannabis use disorder. Those were his two diagnoses that you're on.
Okay.
I believe there may be some other underlying issues, Judge, which he may not have disclosed during the evaluation, which would explain the emails as well as the signatures, Judge.
I get it.
Judge, too, if I could, I haven't got an update that has been going to the treatment since about 2 months. So that's my concern too, that I don't even know if it's still going as of right
Oh,
now.
wait a minute. So they recommended treatment?
They recommended treatment based on his depressive disorder. I don't
Okay.
have it.
Have you been going, sir?
It, it's hard to go because,
So the answer is no.
well,
Why is it hard to go?
sometimes they don't call me, when it's scheduled.
I don't know what you mean by that. They don't tell you when they've scheduled an appointment?
No, they scheduled it on that time, but they never called me. They didn't call me at the time.
Well, they're not, if they tell, if you schedule an appointment, am I understanding this correctly? They scheduled an appointment and you wanted them to call you to remind you? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's over the phone, the appointment.
Who's he treating?
The evaluation was done through Teen Mental Health.
They don't just do it on the phone, do
When you
they?
reach Zoom appointments, like a telehealth kind of.
Oh, well,
appointment,
that's one thing. On the phone, that's about as personal as,
Yeah. I'm not sure he's referring to like, to remind him of the appointment. I mean, the appointment's set with him.
yeah, but I think he's saying they're not calling.
I would think to log on with
Right,
him,
right.
just like when he meets with me on Zoom, he has to log on.
Let me see his report again, please. Mr. Fernandez, I'm gonna forget this. I'm gonna forget this rather bizarre letter, and I'm gonna forget the fact that you, for whatever reason, weren't thinking very well, okay? When you quote unquote signed your name. You graduated, right? Okay. Do you live with your parents?
Yeah.
Have you tried to get work?
Yeah. But yes.
Where?
Uh,
I mean, you graduated high school, right?
yes,
Okay, so where have you applied for work?
I've been, a lot of places.
Wait a minute, this is all coming back to me now. This is the one at Burger King or something, wasn't it?
I have to double check.
Wait a minute, let me double check.
Domestic between him and his father.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, you're not incapable of working, right?
No, I don't think so.
Where have you applied though? Why aren't you working?
I just go on an app, a job searching app, and apply for whatever I feel like I could do.
All right, here's what I'm doing. I want you to go do two things. I want you to get a job. I'm handing it back, John, if you can give that back, this, and this too, and this too. I don't need this junk here. I'm gonna set a sentencing date. I've accepted your plea as to count one, dismissed count two. We're gonna set a sentencing date out about 3 weeks. We don't have to do it over Christmas, Lisa, so I don't care if it's right after January 1st or what have you. It's fine, but I want you to go get a job and I want you to get back into treatment. They're not gonna call you on Zoom, right? I mean, you have to log in. All these, and all these people that are here, they're logging into this Zoom. We're not logging into them. You understand?
Yes.
But I want you to, please, listen to me very carefully. I want you to call them today, right when you leave here, and I want you to get back in. You think you can sit and help him?
Over.
Let's do that, okay? So this is making a little bit more sense to me. That's why I ordered the health treatment, and at least I don't think you're being such a wise guy. I mean, I think you were being a wise guy, but what date are we going to do, Lisa?
January 6th at 10:30.
Okay, sir, January 6th at 10:30. Let's get your life in order here. How old are you?
21.
You got 70 years ahead of you. You know what I mean? Let's get you back. Let's get you on track. Okay? What are your thoughts? You're looking around. Tell me.
I don't know. I just had to show up today. That's it. That's
I don't know how to take your question. You were here for a show cause violation, right?
yeah.
Okay, so well, I'm not sure how I understand your question. Let's get you back on track with your life, okay? You need to get some help. She's going to set that appointment with you. I expect you to start to go there, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And just be respectful of people, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I don't want you disrespecting her or anybody else in this building or people that you're going to treat with or programs that you're don't do that. It's not nice. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Because she'll help you get a hold of them. Go down the hall, get your notice. I'm going to set a sentencing date for that date. Good luck. Thank you. Jonathan Patrick Johnson. 25B1489318.
Good morning, Judge. Mazen Gaith up here on behalf of Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, who I just accepted into sobriety court, and then your name? I'm so disappointed. What is he going to do?
Judge,
Call
I
him
would,
in.
Emily?
Yeah.
we're going to stand mute.
Well, we're going to have a hearing, right? Yeah.
I would ask the court prior to setting the hearing, Judge. I've spoken to Mr. Johnson. He's informed me that on some of the days that the sober link indicates that he tested positive, he also did a urine drop, and those came out negative. All of his drops at the test centers came out negative.
Because because all these blows are low. He wasn't drinking a fifth of rum. He was drinking a couple of beers in between shoots. That's the way it looks in between his SoberLink blows. That's the way it looks to me, and it wasn't picked up. If he wants to have a hearing, that's fine.
Judge, would the court, short of a hearing, consider allowing Mr. Johnson to recalibrate or get a new sober link and give him some time to see that the machine itself is not defective? And then we can come back and revisit this, Judge. Would the court allow that? Just to make sure to cover all bases on this?
Mr. Johnson, don't sing. I'm so disappointed because I told Mr. Johnson how much I find him just to be a likable guy.
He's a very likable individual.
I mean, and I just thought he was doing so well in this. And then I get this bombshell the other day when the probation officer walks in and tells me somehow all these tests were not downloaded timely by the SoberLink company, who I will leave off the air here, or I'm not going to repeat. But it's just disappointing. Ms. Tessino, your name. He wants a new, Mr. Gaith is saying he thinks this is a malfunction in the in the SoberLink device.
Judge,
Anyone?
I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off, Judge.
What's that?
I didn't mean to cut you off, Judge. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I mean,
My concern is, Judge, he was sentenced back on October 22nd. These issues did not come up until the first positive test came in November 17. So roughly almost a month later. So my concern would be just either if it's a malfunctioning device, I'd like to rule that out. He did also inform me, Judge, that he does brush his teeth multiple times a day, and he has been using the Listerine mouthwash. I did tell him that would also
Really?
lead to a false
I
positive.
love these.
Judge,
I
I
love
just
them.
rule out all other factors, and if he is in fact, if it does come back positive, then at that point, absolutely, Judge. Then we'd be certain that there's something else going on besides a defective SoberLink or any other factor.
Could get a new one and stop drinking, and then you can blame it on the malfunctioning machine, and then that's just not right. What do you have to say here?
I should say that's inaccurate. He got on the device November 19th. He was sentenced on November 19th.
Right.
So, I mean, he was positive pretty much right off the bat. The point of with the SoberLink, if you test positive for something environmental like toothpaste or mouthwash, it prompts you for the retest in 15 minutes, and that would determine it wasn't something environmental. I kind of looked through his chemical testing, and some of them coincide with the positives. All his chemical testing has been negative. But like, for example, in relation, so the positives on 11/19, he did test
Brushes his teeth a lot. I love that.
November 20th.
Brushes his teeth a lot. What, are you going to Hollywood or what? I don't want to hear it. Go ahead, Ms. Tessino.
So like in relation to the November 19th test, he did test November 20th and it was negative. But then his caller wasn't called again until November 26th, so we don't really have anything to the 23rd or 24th. And then he was called again the 28th. And he was negative, but he had positives the 27th. So I don't know if it's.
I'm not changing this. I'm not changing the SoberLink. It just adds credibility to.
By the end of this docket, Judge McNally's courtroom delivers a powerful snapshot of the justice system in action. We've seen leniency earned through responsibility, warnings issued instead of immediate punishment, and firm boundaries enforced when explanations stop making sense. The judge doesn't rush to jail, but he also doesn't ignore patterns of avoidance. In the most serious moments, sentencing is delayed not as a reward, but as a test. Get a job, re-enter treatment, show proof, not promises. This case makes one thing clear: courts can guide, but real change has to come from the individual. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns you won't see anywhere else.